Hello, Darklings.
Hello, we're back again. As you notice, we're still in the same clothes as all the other, half a dozen other vids.
Well, we have to shoot in
clumps.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
When the meds on both of us have kind of got to a manageable level.
Yeah. Basically, when both of us happen to find a day where neither of us are in too much pain.
Yep. None of us are floating above the sky.
Oh yeah,
with
and we're not sort of doing the
pretty colours.
Yeah. Okay, so
yes. What have we got?
We have more Vape. Another pretty box.
Yep.
This one's another from iTaste. Good solid. Yeah, I like the cases on these. And here we go. Opens the catch.
Dun dun dun.
The rather thick instruction book. I think that's about 8 languages in there.
Yes, yeah, it's very language.
And I'll swing it that away.
Oh, you're swinging, eh?
And there we have an army green iTaste VTR starter kit.
Yep.
Although I wouldn't call it a starter kit, I mean, whew.
Well, I purchased this one from love-vaping.com.
Let me get it.
Yeah.
Let me get it.
And I thought I'll go for the army green one. I mean, obviously you can get them in chrome. He does do them in chrome as well. I went for the army green one because personally, I actually think it sets it off properly. It looks better, in my opinion.
Contrast is better, yeah.
Now it does come with a tank, which is the iClear 30S onto that one. That's dual coil. And to be honest, I mean, I've had this now for the best part of 6 weeks, and I've been using it continuously. It has not left my hand, except when I poked it back in the box so we could show you opening up the box and see the unit.
Oh, and yeah,
yes.
and he made sure he sucked it dry so it looked empty.
Let me rephrase that for her. She means I didn't use the tank. The tank has actually been unused and left in the box. What I have been using in it, quite happily, is a Pro Tank 2, which is that one there. You don't have to use the tank that comes with it if you don't want to. Pro Tank 2's fit, so does the V Core 2. Anything of that size will go in this, so you don't actually need to use that. And in fact, you're not even limited to tanks as well, but I'll go into that for you in a little bit. Okay, so I purchased this one from Love-Vaping, as I said, and I have been using it. It's absolutely lovely. It's not light. It actually follows in the footsteps of another one of their items, which is the 134. If you like, it's weight-wise and the feel of it, it's actually the box version of the tube, if you like.
Okay, so let's see how much it weighs without any liquid in it.
So without any liquid in it, just as it sits on there.
327 grams. So that's,
which again is nearly, well, 330 on the 134 was a can of Coke, wasn't it?
Yeah, half the weight of a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
You put that in your pocket and you've got elasticated, if you've got tracksuit bottoms on an elasticated waist, you're going to lose your trousers.
You're going to know you're carrying it. Look at it that way. It's like the 134 and you've got it on you, you know it, okay? You're not going to misplace it because you'll suddenly feel ever so light and you can actually walk rather than having to use a mobility scooter or a car to get around when it's in your pockets, okay?
Not that heavy. Right, show them some details.
Shall I show them some details?
Yes, show them some details.
Okay, there's one. Right. What?
Count how many slaps I'm going to... He's banking for later on.
Okay, when you first get it, obviously it's not going to have a battery in it, so you need to... It's got a little clip.
Does it come with a battery?
No.
So you do need your own battery.
And that opens up the little flap at the bottom there. Now once you've actually used it and you've got a battery in it, here's one I prepared earlier. It's spring loaded as well, so
it just clicks in.
Yeah, you just click it back out and it's ready to take out. I'll do that. See this? Okay. So it clicks in. As you click it in, wait a minute, I'll try and do this so it shows it. Your firing handle or your button for firing it will light up to say, hello, I'm here. There you go. It goes through the 3 colours. Red, amber, oh, sorry, losing my voice, and green, strangely enough. That relates to the battery power of the battery you put in. So red obviously means get it back out and charge it because you need to. Orange means the same thing really because you're not going to get much use out of it. Green means good to go, have fun. Alright, It doesn't switch itself on automatically, as you can see on there. You have to do the
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
well, 1, 2, 3. It's a 3 click on, 3 click off. Sorry,
okay.
I should have actually said that. So it's 3 clicks on, and then you'll see it go through those colour sequence again to sort of say, I'm now ready for use. And also, it won't be able to show it that time. You do get on the LED display there, on. So it just comes up with on. That doesn't light up unless you use your function buttons, but I'll go into that in a minute. Which your function button is there, so you can see now it's saying what's in there. Oh, it's on. So it's actually saying power of 9 watts, which is what I've been using it at. When you change your batteries on this, it remembers what you set it on. So if you set it at 9 watts, 10 watts, 11 watts,
And your voltage
it'll remember
as
it. Same with the voltage. So you don't need to worry about having to reset it every time you change your battery, which is good. Right?
Okay.
Now I will actually take this tank out because it hasn't got anything in it.
Show them taking it out.
Well, it's just a simple unscrew. Wait a minute. Rather a lot of it, I might say. Right. So literally, you just unscrew it. Ow.
Yeah, let me do.
No, it's alright, I can hold it on the dead fingers, but...
There, the tank literally lifts out of the unit. Okay.
There you go, that's it, separate. And as I say, you can use your Pro tanks, as I have been doing on there. It slots straight down there.
And screw straight in.
And screw straight in. You can use that as well. It has a wheel at the bottom there. So you can't over tighten it because that will turn as well, as you can see on that one. So you're good on that, and it also gives you extra grip. If you should over tighten it, don't over tighten it, people. You don't need to put a def grip or the by the power of grease sculpt sort of tightening up sequence on it. Just do it up hand tight on any of your tanks on your devices and you'll be fine. Okay, but that's what I've been using on it. So I thought I didn't want to contaminate the tank because then it would be contaminated and I'd have to clean it all in order to show it to you lot, which wouldn't be really what I want to do. So, you know.
I found a widget in there.
You found a widget. Now, if you didn't want to use tanks, as I said earlier, you're not limited to those tanks. It does also come with an extension sleeve, which is that there. You can see it's... I don't know whether the chrome one is actually chrome, but this one isn't.
That one's a black and...
Yeah, this one's kind of a dark.
It's still, it's a black chrome.
Now what that does, is that goes down in place of the tank. You screw it down, and now you've got a choice because you can put on your bigger type tanks, RST, RSST there, which goes on there, onto there. Now, one thing I will say, if you're going to do it this way, is obviously be prepared for it to add quite a bit of height to the unit on there, as you can see. So that's added quite a bit of height, because usually your drip tip would be here. You'd be sucking away. Obviously, you've got quite a lot more height on that, and of course then added weight. But if you didn't want to use that, you could take that off. If, like, you've got an EVOD, and I have, you can unscrew the top of it onto this, which that's removable, and now you've got an Ego thread on there for your Ego types, which is, see that sort of thing there, and that will actually screw on. Again, you've got the extra height
to take into consideration.
Yep. But there you go, that's on there. So versatility wise, it's a do-it-all.
Can you put a drip tip on?
How do you mean drip tip?
Just the actual mouthpiece drip tip.
You mean an atomizer, don't you? You wouldn't put a drip tip on.
Yeah.
I'm
not sure what I mean.
Yeah, because it's 510 thread on the inside as well. So
what would you use?
Where's my weapon of choice?
Oh, it's disappeared.
No, it hasn't. It's fallen down.
Okay, so...
Yeah, because all you do is you take out your atomizer and screw it onto there. With 510.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it works out. You could use it as a dripper as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, it's a catch-all. It's a do-it-all.
Yeah.
I do believe I've just disturbed the
camera. Okay.
Camera. Excuse me 1 minute.
There we are. We're back.
Hello. How are you? Right.
So it takes everything.
So basically, whatever you want to put on it, it's capable of doing it. It's very simple to use. I shall just screw that back on, and I will take the extension sleeve part of it out because I haven't been using it with that, because I'm quite happy using it with a Pro Tank 2 or a V-Core. But anything of that size will fit.
Slide straight
Yeah,
in the hole.
it will fit, so you don't need to worry about that, or you don't need to worry about just being
only usable with A, B or C.
Yeah. So let's have a look at the
actual tank that comes with it.
Yeah, let's have a look at that. Now I'll go walk you through the menu functions.
You got the...
Get it off, love. Get it off.
Well, it's not a woman's job to take condoms off. There we go. What we have there is
an iClear 30S.
Okay. Wait, a bed, yay! So
it follows in with the other iClears.
Yeah. What I find unusual for me is the fact that it's got all the holes running down the central core, which will make it easier for the juice to flow, I should think. Any idea which way round this opens up best?
So you want to fill it up. So we want to fill it up, and we also want to show them how to change the heads.
Okay, change the heads first. How would we do that?
We'll unscrew it.
Try the top. There we go. There we go. Tops come off. Top comes off for filling.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll pop that back on again. What did I do wrong?
Blackboard.
Bottom.
Did you just take off the gnarl, or did you take off the...
I took off the gnarled bit.
Yeah, you need to take off the...
okay. You take off the grippy bit, and you literally just pull the core out. It's quite a nice snug fit. It's got a rubber O-ring on the inside of there.
Stops leakage.
And there's your core. You can just... I don't know if the camera will pick it up. If you look into the central hole, you can just about see the thread, inside that does the sucking up of juices. Now I'm just going to shove it back in the hole. It does go in a particular way. Can you see? I don't know if you can. There, that shows it. It's slotted so that that shape isn't circular. So that goes in one of two ways. There we go. And it's quite a snug fit. In you go.
Certainly make sure there's no leakage.
Yeah, there shouldn't be any leakage after that. Put the gnarled bit back on. Ta-da! Now I've got to take the top off again to fill it, haven't I?
So you're good at that. Visions of blackboards come to mind.
bit of Nolax on there, yeah. There we go, your juice of choice.
Dun dun dun.
As usual with these, you put the juice on the outside of the core, but inside the tank.
Yeah.
So
not down the centre. Not
down the centre, because you'll end up with a mouthful of juice. Don't even go there. Okay. This takes...
My mind is pure.
This takes 3 mils max. There's a maximum line. There is some lines on it. Shall I fill it or...?
Yeah, fill her up.
It's the bottle and the squirty
thing. It's not crinkling stuff.
I'm making gurgling noises.
That'll do you.
That's the end. He's got too many widgets and gadgets and bits of e-stuff, e-liquid, e-vaping stuff on the desk. It's like in Aladdin's cave for vapors, his desk. There we go.
All right.
Snug but not over tightened. There you go, my dear.
Looks good, and of course you can still see on what your levels are on the inside. All right. So we'll let that sit for a minute
whilst we read some of this stuff.
Yeah. You would like to read that?
It's what's in the box. An iTaste VTR. This one's in the army green. You can get them in chrome. One iClear 30S dual coil clearomizer with stainless steel rotatable drip tip. So you could use it as a drip tip. You wouldn't have to fill the tank.
No, it's just a name.
Just the name. Okay. One beauty ring.
That's the.
That's that collar bit. Yeah. One adapter cone.
Yep.
One manual and one luxury box.
It is luxury.
Yes. You've got to admit it. They do box them nicely.
Yeah.
Now, if I scroll down. But the basic parameters are, it's 22.2 by 54.4 by 106 millimetres.
For those of you that want to know that.
Yeah.
Or in other words,
it's that big.
There's a VTR. Excuse me 1 minute, I need to fight with my desk. and there's an MVP. Alright? So it gives you a rough idea.
A bit bigger in all dimensions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not overly so though. And I've moved the camera again. Hold on.
Yeah.
I've got to get a different stand.
It's got maximum output, current output is 5 amps. Operating voltages is 3 to 6 volts. Operating wattage is 3 to 15 watts. Battery is IMR high drain 18650. They don't include the battery, that is what's recommended.
Yeah.
Do I have to do this? Right, brief features. You carry on sucking. Variable voltage. It can be adjusted in 0.1 volt increments?
Yes.
Cool, that's very finely tuned. Variable wattage, 3 to 15 watts as said, in half watt increments again. There's 3 different sections on it that change stuff. So you've got the rotational wheel, you've got the on-off button, and then you've got the
everything's controlled really from these two here.
That's a rotational wheel and a press button.
And the readings.
Yeah.
Once it's actually in, you just hold that down for a couple of seconds and take it off, and it tells you
everything
which goes through. If you want to actually adjust it, you can adjust it on the wheel there. As you can see, it adjusts the stuff which you want. And as I say, I've got it on 9 watts, which is my sweet spot.
Yeah. Yep. It's got short circuit protection. I have no idea what RMS means.
It means it's the way the power is delivered to the unit. It's more stable with the RMS.
Okay.
Most people will set it on the RMS.
Okay. It's got...
you just know there's going to be comments on that one. Why don't I set it on RMS?
Yeah. Again, reverse battery protection circuit. I'm assuming that's if you put your battery in upside down, it isn't going to blow the unit up.
Mm-hmm. Which is good when you think about it.
Resistive load detection. In other words, it's got an ohms meter on it. On-off battery switch, LED battery power display, low voltage warning, overtime vaping warning. In other words, it's got a 10-second switch cut-off. So if the switch is pressed for 10 seconds, intentional or accidental, it stops after 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's a good safety feature.
Yeah, handbag usage comes to mind. Battery safety protection, it's got vent holes, is fairly standard now. It's got a high compatibility 510 connector. It will fit iClear 10s, iClear 16s, iClear 30s, clearomisers, as well as standard 510 accessories. It remembers the last wattage and voltage settings.
Which I think I've already said, haven't I? Yeah.
It's got a built-in 3-digit display.
Which I've already showed you. She's running out of breath now.
Yeah, that's it.
You didn't actually need to read all that one, but I'll leave it in just because you did, so there. What?
You die.
Again?
Yes.
How many lives have I got?
Not as many as I want you to have.
Typical female answer. And if those of you that wonder why females live longer than males, it's because after a certain point in their lives, females just say, "That's quite enough of you, thank you very much."
Die.
Yeah, exactly. That's the reason why females live longer than males. Nothing else, no matter what they tell you.
Yeah, that's why we watch CSI so
They
much.
have a little black book which is located deep in there, and every time you say or do something that's wrong, it's logged. Trust me on this, it's logged. Okay?
It's a good job I'm on tablets that sort of wipe out my short-term memory at the moment.
It is, yeah, memory wipe. The Meekan would have been proud.
Okay, so what...
Shall we try that tank?
You've had a suck on that, so
I have. I mean,
what's it like with that?
It's absolutely beautiful with that. It's hence why I've been using it with the Pro Tank too. I've used a V-core on it. Anything of that tank diameter will fit down there. You don't need to be using the extension sleeve unless you've got one of these short dumpy tanks, maybe at that size, in which case obviously you're going to have to use the extension sleeve. But I'll say bear in mind, if you use the extension sleeve, you're adding quite a bit onto the height of the unit. It's no longer... I quite like it that sort of form factor rather than up here somewhere, really, because regardless of how big the unit is, it kind of makes it look a bit... Okay.
That's nice, neat, compact, shiny.
Yeah.
Attractive.
But I mean, it's very easy to use, and as I say, I'm not going to go right through all the menu functions for it. It's a very simple menu function.
It's an intuitive one.
On there, it's quite literally press the button down, your display comes up, wait for that to go out, which is your resistance, and then you can alter your power as you want to. There, that's 10 watts, 9.5, that's 8.58. That's good. I'm reading in reverse here. Down to 9. I keep it at 9. It is all done on that. It's very, very simple to use. Weight wise, well, I have dexterity problems. This hasn't really left my hands, and admittedly I have had some problems with the weight, but what I tend to do is rest it when I've got really bad pains on my fingers. I will rest it like that and tug like that, because it's very little push needed then to activate the fire button to take a toke on the device. So yes, I have had some issues with the weight of it, but it's overcomeable by how you use the device.
Yeah, people without problems will have no problems at all.
I mean, it fits quite nicely in the hand.
It's of a decent size to sort of, do somebody damage if you threw it at them. But
throw it at them. You throw it at it and you protect it with your hand, and then you hit them with it.
And who's the one that's got violent tendencies then? There you go. It's a substantial weight.
Yeah.
He has had some problems, yes, but that's because he does have problems.
Yep.
Not just mental ones, physical ones.
Or as my old mate used to say, I have issues, but I think that might have been relating to something else.
Yes, right. I'm just going to take this tank out and pop the supplied one in, yeah?
The iClear S, yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, and very smoothly machined as you're sliding things in. It isn't grinding, grating, sticking.
Hello. Have we met? There you go. That's with the iClear S in, 30S in, beg your pardon, which comes supplied with this particular kit. Alright, it's had plenty of time to soak now. Let's have a look at what it's like at 9 watts. I'm never too keen on these, really, to be fair.
That's his personal issue.
But that's me personally.
It might help you though, because you'll be able to get the angle exactly right. Haven't I put it in right?
Oh, this is good. Cut. Right.
Okay.
It's now working.
Oops moment sorted.
Well, it wasn't an oops moment. It was the tank itself. Now, if you're new to this and you've just got your tank and it doesn't fire straight off, don't panic. What it usually is, and obviously this is not the tank in question, that's now in there, is this centre bit here is not low enough. And what you do is you just get a little needle, or a little pair of pliers, little pair of tweezers.
Yeah.
Just post it down the hole and just gently ease it up. You don't need to do it very much. You don't need to do it hard. Okay. What you're looking for is just the tiniest movement up.
Yeah, you're talking about
half a
millimetre at the most.
Yeah. And the end result should be
that it now connects.
That it now connects. Okay. So if you are new to this and it happens to you, that's how you rectify it, and hopefully it all goes working again. And 9 times out of 10, it will cure it, so it'll work. All right. So there you go. Back down to the tank again now. Let's give it a toke. Now it's actually done and connected.
Yeah, whilst he was fiddling with that, I went and made tea. So so I'm going to have a slurp. Have we actually said what the price is yet? I don't think we have.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yes. Right. The Army Green iTaste VTR starter e-kit.
Yeah.
Starter kit for e-cigs, should I say.
Yeah.
It also comes in chrome, and you can get them for $64.99.
So basically 65 quid bar a penny.
Yeah. Why do they do 99? Well, it does make it seem cheaper.
Be much better if it did 69. You could have a lot of... No, never mind. Right. Hello. Have we met?
Yes, a long time ago.
Oh. Wait a minute, so that means you love me a long time?
Must have.
You poor thing.
Right. You're loving it.
It is. It's quite a good taste on there actually for this.
Yeah, in the tank. Considering you've been using a different tank all week, you're still enjoying it with the tank
I've been using the Pro tanks for the past 4 or 5 weeks. I've had the unit now for 6 weeks. And I thought, well, I wanted to give it a proper road test rather than just do it straight out the box. Besides that, I like the look of it. So yeah, it's been carried with me everywhere. It hasn't actually left my hand, as I said earlier. I absolutely love it. I think it looks better. I think the Army Green really does set it off. but that's my preference, you know, rather than a nice silver one, which is probably going to be nothing wrong with it other than a fingerprint magnet. You're not going to get that with this.
Well, yeah, it still shows fingerprints, but on different bits. That's
Yes,
all.
well, on the top bits, but you don't usually hold it at the top because most people will hold it right-handed or like that. I have to hold it like that because of the way my fingers are. But I'm quite happy with it, to be honest. It does everything I need it to do.
Yeah.
It's nice and sturdy. It's got the look on it as though you could throw it, as Julie said, at someone or at an object, and it would work quite happily afterwards without maybe the slightest dint on it. But that's about it.
Yeah, it feels very, very solid. The parts that need to move freely and easily. No grating, no catches.
It's got a good taste on a supplied tank. You can get the replacement cartomizers, the tanks for it, the atomizers for it. There you go, I'll get it right in a minute. From love-vaping.com.
Yeah.
Why did I just have visions of the Love Boat theme going through there? Love, but never mind. Right. Thumbs up. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
There's nothing downwards I could put on it for the sheer versatility of it, for how solid it is and feels in your hand. For the price, it's okay. It's really, really good in my opinion.
Okay. So that's the wine. Let's wind it up then.
Yep.
This here is the iTaste VTR starter kit.
What?
E-cigarettes. I'm going to watch this afterwards and then I'll jot up how many times I have to beat him up. This one's in the army green, although to me, yeah...
It is army green.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very grey green, isn't it? Very sagey green. It's at $64.99 from love-vaping.com.
Love vaping, going away for another vape. Yes. What?
Okay. If you like our videos,
For some reason.
yes, please subscribe. If you want to talk to this one here, you can catch him on Twitter under the Vapor Mists.
Yeah.
If you need any general help, advice, or just a chat about vaping, life, the universe, and everything else, pop along to the forums at planetofthevapes.co.uk.
I'm not waving my hands around down the bottom on this one with this in my hand, okay?
Yeah, you'd probably take my eye out with
Probably
it.
break my wrist.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so that's it from us.
It is.
And the iTaste VTR.
VTR, yes.
Bye.
She says, bye. What?
I am going to clonk you these days.
Please hang up and try again.